Good evening. I'm having a leisurely Sunday live, and tonight I've got Sully with me on the couch. I'm going to explain there's a reason I've got Sully here, and it's to do with this book and 14 years ago. So 14 years ago, a friend of mine actually gave me a copy of this book, which I since passed on to somebody else as a gift. And she gave me it to help tap my creative thinking. The book's called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. And it's really a great book just to tap your creativity. But the reason I share it is there was 3 things that happened from doing that book. It's a 12-week do-it-yourself program. The first was every morning I got up and wrote morning pages. 3 pages of A4 text, and you just don't think, you just keep writing. But from that, for doing that for 12 weeks is where characters for a book came up to mind. I spent about a year then drafting a 600-page manuscript. And the book, my first book being this one, has actually got elements of that. So had it not been for me getting The Artist's Way and working with that, doing those morning pages, I doubt very much that this thing would have existed. The second thing that happened during that was I had my first psychic reading, which was a mind-blowing experience in itself, and I'll share that in another one. And the third thing was to get creativity into a daily plan, a daily life. And so that's one of the reasons I got Sully. It was take yourself out and get some mascots and all this stuff. So ever since doing this book, The Artist's Way, I've really injected and proactively put creativity as a standard part of practice into my weekly routines and regimes. And the final piece of that puzzle doing this from 14 years ago was the app for the book went live this week. For my friends, they might have seen it. So I guess the quick tip I wanted to share really this week is that creativity is a super important part of success in any business. And sometimes you've just got to invest the time to be creative. It can be easy to get stuck in the rut of activity for here and now, but without consciously investing time into creativity, we don't necessarily tap the ideas or the innovation that absolutely delivers us our future success. Had it not been for a friend giving me that book, I wouldn't have probably done the projects that I have, and certainly the app that went live yesterday wouldn't have actually happened. So my tip this week, quite simply, make sure you're investing time into creativity and innovation in your business, whatever it is you're doing. Chat to you next week.